Okay, so we're going to talk about cholesterol. So do you guys have any thoughts on cholesterol?
Essentially, she's asking you what do you think
Bad
when
fats that clog up your arteries.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Yeah.
There's good and bad.
There
That's
is.
good, bad. Yep.
But when you first think of cholesterol, it's like, ooh,
Eggs or something like
fats.
that, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're right. Cholesterol comes from fat. It's really not bad though. Let's see. So if we didn't have cholesterol, we'd be like slugs.
we'd essentially be big
Because-
blobs.
Yeah,
Okay.
really. So cholesterol gives our cells form, like it firms them up. So if we didn't have cholesterol, we wouldn't be firm at all. But we get cholesterol from fat, from meat, from butter, so dairy and meat sources. There's no cholesterol sources from vegetables.
Not even
or
avocados?
plants.
It only comes
No.
from animal
And
sources.
And I thought maybe because avocados have really good fat in them.
Right.
But I
Nope.
researched that, and cholesterol comes from animal sources.
Okay.
Only.
So, cholesterol helps to heal our body. If there's any type of injury, any type of infection, cholesterol is sent to help to heal. There's two types of cholesterol. There's dietary cholesterol. So dietary cholesterol you get from the foods that you eat. And then there's cholesterol that the body produces itself. So the body produces usually around like 80% of the cholesterol that's in your body.
Wow.
You're not eating that cholesterol. So we're trying to lower people's cholesterol. And we have a lot of people on cholesterol lowering drugs. But yeah, only like 20 to 30% of our diet contains that we're putting cholesterol in to our body. Most of it the body's producing itself. So we need to really start thinking about why are our cholesterol numbers so high? What's going on in my body to make this cholesterol so high? So in the liver will send cholesterol out into the body when there's some type of attack on the body. So if there's infection, an injury, the liver will send cholesterol out and it'll protect it. Heavy metals the cholesterol in our bodies will protect our bodies from heavy metal damage. There's about 25% cholesterol just in our brain alone. And so when we absorb these heavy metals through chemicals, working in certain areas, just breathing it,
Automobiles.
fields
Yeah.
being sprayed, automobiles, we're taking in these heavy metals. And if we're not doing anything to flush them out of our bodies, then they're being absorbed into our fat. And the cholesterol is what is helping from our body really absorbing these toxins.
Okay.
So without cholesterol, we'd really be in big trouble, especially with all the pollution that
We'd probably
we
be
deal with.
DEAD.
Well, the cholesterol that is
Maybe.
like a sponge. Is that like a magnetic sponge?
Yeah. And then when, in high stress times, your cholesterol will go up after dental treatments, after any type of surgeries, because the body's under stress and the liver knows that. So then it sends cholesterol out into the body to help to protect the body. And then once that attack is done, when it's over with, then the cholesterol will return back to the liver. It gets reprocessed and it kind of hangs out until we need it again.
So
But those numbers will go down after that attack is there's no more attack. Um,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's our friend.
Yes.
Yes,
To
it
a
is.
degree.
To a degree.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to just eat lard all day. You know? So, and we do need to be mindful. Like, it's probably not healthy to just eat greasy burgers every day.
Like
No.
bacon every day.
Although
Yeah.
bacon
Yeah.
does
The
taste
doctor
very
away?
good.
Yeah.
Probably not.
That's a good way
Like,
to get
let's
a
be
heart attack.
conscious about this. But we should not be starving our bodies of cholesterol because without these good fats in our bodies, we can't fight infection.
How do people that are vegan handle that?
That's a very good question.
That's one that I've yet to.
But what is interesting is so they say that coconut oil doesn't contain cholesterol, but what's interesting is it will raise your cholesterol. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but coconut oil has a lot of good fats in it, and a lot of vegans probably eat a lot of avocado, so they are getting good fats in, but it's not exactly cholesterol. So
Right.
you don't really have the answer for that.
Maybe
So-
that's
But I'm interested to know if vegans have a higher rate of infections and
one.
lower immunity.
We
I don't know, so don't quote me on that
Right. A
one.
little research there.
Right.
I know we do have somebody we could ask who happens to be your sister.
We're not going to go into that
No,
right now.
Right.
no.
But thank you for that thought because that one's quite interesting, and that's
We'll
a
ask her
great
later.
observation.
Later. Yeah.
Okay, so what else about cholesterol here? Cholesterol is very crucial for the development of babies, especially with the brain and eye development. Like, if there's a lack of cholesterol in the diet of the mother, then that can result in underdevelopment of the brain and the eyes.
Which is probably one of the main reasons for autistic children.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
I
if they
can't
know
say
that. Yeah.
Don't quote me on
There
that
you go.
because it might not be true.
Further research.
And there has been studies. This one is super interesting. There has been studies on people that either they so these cholesterol lowering drugs, they go in and they actually make the body unable to produce cholesterol. So if you know what cholesterol does, and cholesterol does help to heal the body and to fight infection, and it does boost the immune system. So if you're taking a pill and it's stopping the body's ability to produce cholesterol in the body, then that will make you more susceptible to infection. But what they're also finding in certain people just don't produce a whole lot of cholesterol. So they're finding these hardcore criminals and murderers all have one thing in common, and it's that they have very low cholesterol levels.
That's weird.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, they're probably on cholesterol lowering.
Maybe
Drugs.
some of them, but maybe some of them just maybe there's something going on in their body where
Stressful.
they just
It's not
Don't-
producing.
right.
No.
It's
So
messing
perhaps-
up with them.
Under
right.
stress.
Perhaps there's some type of imbalance in the liver going on where that cholesterol is just not being produced. So yeah, but it'll cause depression, different
Anger
mood
issues.
disorders. Yeah. and-
Alcoholics, then how would that work for them? Because alcohol is hard on the liver.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
Ooh.
A lot of alcoholics are
Like-
depressed and they
Oh,
drink
yes,
even more and,
Right.
Like
Yeah.
hardcore
Just-
alcoholics have anger
And
issues.
then
and more susceptible to disease also.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
in that and with putting all those toxins in the body, eventually, I mean, even if they eat a high cholesterol diet, I mean, that is very taxing on the liver after a while. You know, I mean, even if they're consuming cholesterol, just to put that much poison into
Right.
your cells.
Systems.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus, it raises the blood pressure, so they could also have a heart attack. Also,
And the body's
Then-
just fighting to deal with those chemicals, and
Right.
yeah, so over time that
Cheers.
The body
can
loses.
really.
Cheers. Toxins.
As they're over here drinking
But you
wine.
had your blueberries.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cholesterol is good for us.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
in moderation.
In
Yes.
moderation.
Everything
Yes.
in moderation.
Yes.
Everything.
But
I believe in
if,
that.
like, if you were to go in and maybe get your cholesterol checked, and your doctor is suggesting that you get put on cholesterol lowering drugs, one thing you could do is be like,
No.
can we maybe see if there's something else going inside my body? Like, is there an infection? Have I had surgery lately? Is there a wound? Do I have a parasite? Do I
Right.
have heavy metals in my body? Like, let's ask some questions before we just start taking something that, maybe we don't want to get into.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's a lot of doctors right now that are suggesting
Mm-hmm.
lowering cholesterol
Right.
with medication. I think you
Yes.
have been approached.
Uh,
Blood pressure,
it was blood pressure.
cholesterol, a
Yep,
little
yep,
bit
yep,
higher. Mine too.
Yes.
My
I
husband's
refused
too.
that.
We're like,
Yeah, there's a huge push for cholesterol lowering drugs.
Yeah.
So, but
it's like, we don't
I
want
mean
it.
it, but now you know that now you know the job of cholesterol, and cholesterol is there to work for your body for a reason. So if your cholesterol levels are going up, then there's probably something going on in your body that you need to address. And once you address that issue in your body,
Exactly.
then those cholesterol levels should come back down.
Yep, I changed mine with diet and exercise.
And that's
And I
that's
even
crucial,
bought,
yeah.
like I said, I didn't want to upset my doctor, so I even bought 4 prescriptions.
Oh my gosh.
And then I went
I
in
told
for
her.
my physical.
Uh-huh.
And anyways, he said, "Oh, your numbers are down. You're doing good." I said, "Yes," and I never ever took one pill. But he was really happy about it. He said,
Good.
"That's good," because I always told him, prescriptions are like a gateway drug. Once you take one, you have to take another and another, and then
Yeah,
so.
take
It's
one
much-
to counteract the side effects
Ex-
of the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
one.
And
Exactly.
it's much easier to take something natural that's going to be closer to it. The body's going to respond from it, than to take a chemical.
Right.
So,
Okay, what about these people though that are predisposed of like plaque built up and they say that's because of cholesterol?
yeah, they do. And there are things over time, like maybe you're consuming way too much milk, or you have like calcium in your body that's not usable, and it's building up. Yes. And there's, and if you really want to look, I mean, if you're eating a diet of healthy meats, you're getting those fruits and vegetables in, you're getting regular exercise, you're properly hydrating yourself, then you're probably not going to have the buildup,
Right.
But these things happen over, I mean, they don't
Yeah,
happen.
I've just heard about
yeah.
it from other people.
Right.
They're saying,
Mhm.
Yeah, and lifestyle really plays into that. So, and over time, we don't get to this point just overnight. It's
right.
years of
Well, like going out to lunch and eating a hamburger every single day for the
Mhm.
last 30 years, right?
Exactly. Mhm.
And then eating your 2 pounds of bacon, 1 pound on the Saturday, 1 pound on a Sunday. And within 40 years, you're gonna be like, oh, my heart, my arteries.
yeah, this is a little much.
Yeah,
Right, yes,
exactly.
Everything in
Yep.
moderation.
Yep,
Exactly.
that is key.
Mhm.
All right. Is that enough about cholesterol?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, are you gonna show them the slideshow? What about the slideshow?
Well, I didn't really need it. I was just gonna use
She
it.
talked-
as
Oh, you're
kind of-
okay, yeah.
I
you're
think I
using it.
hit everything. Did I hit it?